Hello and welcome to another episode of Fine Cuisine. You're here with me, Mai Phương. And in this episode, you're going to be able to check out with me Korean cuisine right here in Hanoi. And one specialty about Korean cuisine that you're going to be able to see in this episode is actually slow-cooked foods and also the importance of the ingredients in the cuisine itself. So stay tuned. Korean cuisine is based largely on rice, vegetables, and meat. Commonly used ingredients include sesame oil, doenjang or fermented bean paste, soy sauce, salt, garlic, ginger, pepper flakes, and gochujang, or fermented red chili paste. Ingredients and dishes vary by province. Many regional dishes have become national, and dishes that were once regional have proliferated in different variations across the country. This makes Korean cuisine distinguishable from other Asian culinary arts. Now my first location is basically to go visit Miss Park, a Korean woman living here in Hanoi. And not only is she famous in the Korean community right here in the city, but she's also published a book on Korean cooking. Basically, she is going to help Vietnamese women and also Korean women to cook Korean foods better. So I'm going to talk to her about Korean culture and the role of food in Korean culture. The book of 127 Korean dishes were written by Madame Hanoi, which is the pen name of Park Hae-suk. She's been living in Vietnam for the past 16 years. The book details each of the recipe as well as experiences in cooking Korean dishes.
만드는 책에 대해서? 처음에는
The first thing that comes to my mind is how to help Vietnamese women who get married with a Korean husband. Korean food is rather complicated to cook. So what I want is that those Vietnamese women could follow instructions written in this book and cook Korean dishes in the right way to give the right flavor.
When I walked into your house, I actually saw a lot of things that you were doing. So you were, drying out some leaves on your balcony, and you also have pots of fermented fruits. What are they? What are they for?
베트남 과일이 단맛이 많고.
When I came to Vietnam, I found plenty of great fruits that are good for the health. You can see my jars of fermented fruits here. We can use those fermented fruits to make drinks or food. The leaves that I'm drying outside will also be used for tea. They are good for health.
그리고 바깥에
I also see a picture of you beside a lot of clay pots. What are those clay pots for?
저 항아리는
The picture that you saw was when my husband and I visited a place in Korea where traditional foods are made. These are the clay pots to make doenjang and Korean soy sauce. That place was where traditional Korean foods are believed to have come from. And now I've written a book on Korean cooking, but I'm planning to write another one that features traditional places like that in the picture.
지금 요리책을 만들었는데
So if you're going to cook me a distinctive dish, a traditional dish of Korean cuisine, what will it be?
한국 음식 중에
Doenjang jjigae is a distinctive traditional dish. I'll show you.
Alright, so right now we're going to bring you how to make the doenjang jjigae, which is a very traditional Korean, very familiar and very familial dish. And basically, it's a fermented soybean soup.
To make doenjang jjigae, we need to have, of course, the doenjang. Then we need minced garlic, pepper powder, some fish flakes, some beef flavoring, and seafood powder. We also need some MSG and greens such as squash, onions, anko, green peppers, some green onions, and tofu.
풀도록 하겠습니다.
We will dissolve the doenjang through a sieve.
So basically, this is not only to kind of dissolve the doenjang, but also to kind of like make everything consistent, right?
네, 물에다가 물을
We should
끓인
first
다음에
boil the water,
된장을
then put in the doenjang so that it can
그냥 된장을
dissolve.
넣어도 되는데 된장찌개가
In
가장
Korea,
기본되는
doenjang jjigae is the
음식이기
leading dish in
된장찌개를
traditional
잘
foods.
끓이면
If a
음식
person
솜씨가
can cook this
최고라고
dish,
이야기를 해요.
he or she is considered
이렇게
successful
하면
in domestic chores.
거진 다 끝난 거예요.
As the soup pot is boiling, we add the final touch to the pot. The beef and seafood flavoring, the garlic, and chili powder to taste.
우리 문화에서는
After some tasting, the soup dish is complete. In Korean culture, the pot should not be placed on the table. So we would have to transfer the soup into another pot.
식탁에 내는 걸로 한번 해보겠습니다.
Wow.
구수한 냄새가
It's
나죠?
flavorful, isn't it?
먹고 싶은 마음.
I think it smells amazing. I think, the smell fills the air and it smells very warm and also very homely as well.
우리 같이 한번 밥 좀 먹어볼까요?
In
요거
Korean
넣고,
culture,
반찬
the soup is
넣고,
served with
한국
sides.
음식 문화
And with just the
속에서
soup and some
우리 한번
sides,
식사 한번
a
해보도록
meal can be
하겠습니다.
enjoyed fully
That'd be
already.
great. Thank you.
I was taught how to enjoy doenjang jjigae Korean way. You need to mix the soup, the rice, and the side dishes all into one.
Oh, it's very good. Yum. Did you learn how to make doenjang jjigae from your mother?
예. 우리 한국 문화에는
In Korean culture, girls learn how to cook from their moms. Girls will often stand next to their mothers as their mothers cook for the family. And through sessions like these, girls automatically learned how to cook. However, young Koreans today no longer directly cook anymore. They would buy food from supermarkets and cook at home sometimes.
I've been so lucky to be able to try the doenjang jjigae in a very family setting and made by Miss Park. And it's such a great dish, and I understand it can be eaten any time during the year because it's flavorful, it's warm, it's hot, but still at the same time, you can taste some freshness in the soup itself. So it's not too heaty or too cooling for an Asian, and I think it's a great dish to enjoy every day, every time of the year. If you like Korean food, you might be familiar with galbi, which is the Korean beef ribs, and also you might be familiar with sommyeon, the Korean traditional noodles. And if you love those two dishes, you're at luck today because right now we're going to visit a luxury hotel right here in Hanoi where the ingredients used to cook those very common dishes in Korea are used again to basically add some class and also some style.
Bringing those traditional Korean dishes to us today are two Korean chefs, Edward Dung and Lee Sang-moon. As experienced chefs in Korea, Edward Dung and Lee Sang-min was invited by Sheraton Hanoi to Vietnam to introduce Korean cuisine to all the people that love Korean food in this country.
Hello, chef. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm very good.
You follow me?
Okay, so shall I go this way?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
I recommend this Korean galbi and this noodle. Very famous is Korean food. They will foreigners usually is like and this Korean is a traditional food. I recommend.
According to Chef Edward Dung, a good traditional noodle dish depends a lot on the ingredients that's in the soup. There are 12 ingredients in total, including vegetables, mushrooms, garlic, onions, peppers, dried shrimps, and especially Korean soy sauce.
So onion. So we second step is ginger and leek, clove of garlic and dry shiitake mushroom. Second time we try to Vietnam chili to the small and they're very spice. Can you try to the black pepper?
There's a lot
Okay.
of things that's going on into the soup base, yes.
Yeah, base is more secret and there's more flour is Vietnam dry shrimp. Dry shrimp is this flour is good. And then so we try to use Korean anchovy powder.
Oh, this is anchovy powder.
Anchovy powder. We dry anchovy is blend with the inside. Okay, and then we will last it and the Korean soy sauce.
Korean soy sauce.
Yeah,
Now, what's
Korean
different
soy.
about Korean soy sauce?
Korean sauce is a Korean traditional how to make it all long for a long time and 3 and 4 hours and we use it.
Now, all of these ingredients, it's probably, is it the most important aspect of the soup?
Yeah, this we are it's a cooking time and slow. It's a slow and it's 1 hour.
All right, so now that we're done, we're waiting for the noodle dish, the traditional Korean noodles. We're now going to start on the kalbi, which is a very, very, very famous type of Korean grilled ribs.
Kalbi generally refers to a variety of grilled dishes in Korean cuisine. It's made with marinated beef short ribs in a ganjang-based sauce or Korean soy sauce. It ranks number 41 on the world's 50 most delicious foods, in a poll by CNN in 2011. Kalbi is another example of a Korean dish which is complex and has various kinds of ingredients.
So we first step to is a kalbi called how to trimming. How to trim very important. Okay, my supporting is a guy and we first is the trimming. Okay, go. First step is a beef rib and there's a bone. We will check and then they will cut. We looking for this line and there's it's a curve.
So that's the fat line.
Yeah, 천천히 해줘. Yeah.
Now, I've just heard that the secret to a good kalbi dish is actually the marinade. So right now, I'm basically going to find out what is in that secret marinade recipe.
Yeah. So now it's a secret sauce.
All right, so what
They will focus. Yeah. First step and is mixing, and we mixing and the process is onion, and the garlic, and ginger, and there is a pear. They will all about the mixing and so all blending, mix blend. Okay.
I can smell the garlic and the ginger very, very strong. The onions also very strong. Can't really smell the pear, but I'm sure that the taste will be inside, right?
Yeah. So we were matching and it's a beef.
Beef short ribs are marinated in a sauce made primarily from Korean traditional soy sauce, garlic, and sugar. However, several variations on the marinade exist, including recipes that utilize sesame oil, rice wine, and hot pepper paste.
So we pour the marinade just one day, and for a long time the marinade that's full flour, soy sauce flour. Because when the galbi and then something other just green and no flour in it. Korean galbi and so just one day's marinade, and for a long time it's we and the flour, soy sauce, and the texture like and good. We will check in this white sugar that's slowly melt. And the galbi is marinade, so there is open there inside. And we second step is we boil the noodle. Ice. It's poured down. Repeat it just 3 times.
3 minutes for the noodles.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah. It's very different from the types of meats that I've tried before. It's tender. It's very, very spiceful. So as compared to like the traditional steak that's only salted and peppered, this has an explosion of flavors, so it's like a party in your mouth. And I can understand why people love this so much, because it's a bit sweet and it's also very, very fun to eat. I'm now off to my next location, and it's situated and hidden within the busy streets of Hanoi. And just like its location tells you, this place offers a dish, a traditional Korean dish, that utilizes so many delicious ingredients, and all the ingredients are actually hidden within a shell of deliciousness. So you're going to get a chance to see what this dish is right now.
The dish that I'm trying to get at is samgyetang, or a traditional Korean chicken stew. Koreans often enjoy this dish during the summer.
Ăn xong thì mình cảm tưởng là nó mát và nó thấy nó sức khỏe nó khỏe lên.
Khi ăn vào cảm nhận thấy có mùi thơm của sâm và vị thơm của hạt gạo, vị thơm của ăn vào nó cảm thấy nó mát trong cơ thể.
This is better because the chicken is it's not gomyang. It's house chicken.
Among the 20 years that he's lived in Vietnam, Mr. Lee Chong-yeol has spent 16 years to introduce Hamgyetang to the Vietnamese audience. With his passion and sincerity, Mr. Lee has created a unique Korean brand in the Vietnamese gastronomic scene. Alright, so it's chicken stew, chicken soup, yum. I'm gonna try a first bite. The chicken is very tender. Let's see how it tastes. Juicy, not very salty, and very fresh, very light. I know why, even though this is a stew dish and it's a hot dish, but Koreans love to eat it during the summer. Yum. Kimchi with chicken goes really well together. Spiciness complements the freshness and the lightness of the chicken very well. Yum. Now that I've tried the chicken dish and also some of the side dishes, I'm really excited to basically know how this Hamgyetang dish or the chicken broth dish is actually made right here in this restaurant in Vietnam. And I'm hoping to basically talk to the restaurant owner right now about this dish.
안녕하세요.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
For this dish, is it something? Where is it in the Korean gastronomic map? Is it something that all Koreans may need to know how to make and how to eat?
Samgyetang is a distinctive Korean dish. It's also extremely popular among foreigners. They say it tastes great. The dish is believed to be good for health and easy to make.
Oriental medicine believes that chicken is a warm food good for the stomach and pancreas. Chicken meat also helps to strengthen the 5 vital organs of the body. Jujube is believed to be an antitoxin, which helps the liver and kidneys. The most important ingredient for samgyetang is ginseng. Ginseng calms the mind, brightens the eyes, and improves memory.
식당은 1996년도 처음 오픈을 했습니다.
I've opened this restaurant for 18 years now, since 1996. In Korea, Koreans often enjoy samgyetang during hot days, believing that it will make them healthy. Vietnam's weather is often hot, so this dish is perfect here. Because of this, I chose to open my samgyetang restaurant. Ginseng is extremely popular in Korea. Ginseng is harvested up in the mountains and has become famous all over the world. It can be enjoyed by everyone.
한국에서 금산에서 나는 가장 좋은 인삼으로서
Now that the water is boiling and Mr. Lee is fishing out some of basically the bubbles and the fats, it's going to take 1.5 hours to basically cook the chicken and all the ingredients inside. And this samgyetang is an example of a Korean traditional dish with a lot of ingredients and with a lot of nutrition.
처음에는 베트남에
I first came to Vietnam to do business. After that, I opened a restaurant. Years have passed and I now feel that Vietnam is like my first home and Korea my second. I enjoy the weather here and Vietnamese people. I feel happy to bring my food to Vietnamese people.
오래 살아서 이제는 고향 같은 나라가 됐습니다. 어린이들이
At first, I helped Vietnamese children because I wanted to bring them small joy. But gradually, I think they like me even more than I like them. That's when I realized that I couldn't really leave this country.
또 베트남을 떠날 수도 없습니다.
I'm a sucker for Korean food. I love it so much, and that's why I had such a great time filming this episode for you. And I hope that you've enjoyed the episode just as much as I did. And please do remember the ingredients that go behind the delicious Korean dishes. And make sure to join me again next time, and you'll get to see more ingredients, more flavors, and also more types of cuisines. And that's it for now. I'll see ya.